All right, it's about 2:45, and Friday, April 17th. We're at the Cambridge Square Apartments. That's on South 156th Street, of course. Not sure. Not sure what we got going on here.
Your buddy stole my shit.
Hi. There's another car there. Didn't notice that one because it was hiding behind the bush. And there's another one. So we're at least four. So they're leaving. And those two officers that were walking back, they got back in the... Oh no, they're coming back. And I do see one more car over there now. That's probably where the female officer came from, because she just showed up. So we got at least 5 now. Okay, and alright, so that person's leaving. So I guess we'll go back to the wide angle. So I was focusing on that person a little more than the other two, because it looks like that person might have been a little bit more likely to be a suspect or something. Anyway, I heard a little bit of conversation, and they were talking about, like, well, you know, they may have got it from somebody, maybe they don't have it. Like, it sounded kind of like it was a theft investigation to me. Alright, so 1, and there's another. Okay, yeah. The other car just moved forward. I thought it was going to leave. That one's still there. I mean, I guess we'll just hang out for a minute, if they're going to hang out for a minute. So I hope everybody who's watching is staying safe out there, you know. I see a couple of the officers wearing gloves and nobody's wearing masks. I kind of wonder about that, because you know, given that most times police have interactions with people, they're a lot closer than 6 feet. So I don't know if there's any guidance on, you know, how they're supposed to handle that. Like I said, do see a couple of them wearing gloves, but, you know, even when there's not a pandemic, some officers like to wear gloves, you know. Nothing's really noticeably different. So, today is an interesting day. Obviously, I haven't, you know, been out too much, but I haven't seen any police in a couple of weeks. And then today, I actually, the one guy there who's wearing the blue jeans and got the vest over it, I saw him earlier when I was out at Transform Burien serving lunch to the homeless people. He was just kind of walking around, you know, the skate park area and that just general area. And he seemed to have a pretty good rapport. One of the guys was even looking for him. He said, you know, where'd the cop go? And he, you know, so. But then, as I was on my way home, I saw the transit security at the transit center. Those guys with the nice, you know, neon green vests that I like. They, well, some guy was having an interaction with them, I think would be a better way to put it. You know, they were just kind of trying to de-escalate and not really, well, I walked in the middle of that one too, and I'll upload the video for you. And then here I was, almost home, and then I walked in on this one. So there's still that one there too. So I'm not sure at this point what they're doing. My general rule, though, is I'll stay on the scene as long as they do. It's funny because before I started heading home, I actually texted somebody and I told him I'd be home in 10 minutes and then I could, talk to him. We're doing a text conversation, right? Because obviously we don't want to interact in person. But I said, hey, just let me get home and then I can, talk to you. And so that was supposed to be 10 minutes, and now here I am. I've stumbled onto two of these. Well, honestly, at this point, I think they're just talking. I'm gonna go just get a little different view for you. See, we still got these two cars here. I'm just gonna hop across the street and just get a view from the sidewalk down there. I'm gonna behave myself and use the crosswalk. Or not, but I was close enough. I was in the general vicinity. Alright, so we'll just hang out and make sure they actually leave. That one guy went down the driveway there. I don't know if he's turning around or if he's going to come out the other end. So I have generally pretty good interactions with, the Burien officers, so I will definitely cut some slack, but that guy that just said, hey, we're leaving now, he was the one guy at the beginning, too, that said, hey, I hope you find this interesting, which, I mean, that, like, there's nothing really, like, wrong with that. I thought there was one more cop, but I guess maybe he left. Anyway, I'll just finish my thought, though. Like, there's nothing wrong with saying that, but it came across as a little weird to me. I don't know. But, some of these guys really do like being on camera. So maybe he's just trying to ham it up, I don't know. Anyway, guess that's all the action for now. Stay safe, everybody.